exactly the strategy you're trying to do, or that I tried to do, but it didn't work for me. Why? Why didn't it work for me? Well, because today I'm going to show you the biggest lesson I learned in my first 2 years of music and business. So I'm just going to document this and hopefully you can learn from my mistake. So instead of wasting years of effort and time like I did, just stick around to the end of the video and you can save that much time. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jacob Dewitty, an independent artist that runs Dewitty Reality, a music production company. We offer music production services, and I also have a free gift just for you at the end of this video. It's a free guide on a few free guides on music production to help you in your music production career journey. So make sure you cop those down below and let's get into it. So number one, let's define the problem. So the problem is that we didn't hit our career or skill goals. Now we have to diagnose what this mistake exactly was, and it has to do with focus. So first is the mindset around it. The first one is niche slopping fallacy. Basically, this is, if I just do everything, something has to work out. And this is false, because we only have a certain amount of time and energy. Every strategy works. There's hundreds, probably even thousands examples of people who are doing exactly the strategy you're trying to do, or that I tried to do, but it didn't work for me. Why? Why didn't it work for me? Well, because it takes a significant amount of time and energy to achieve even one of these things. And what I was doing was pursuing 10 of them. And obviously, there's only so much time in the day, there's only so much energy we have. So maybe I got halfway to all of them. And the next concept is busyness. Everyone wants to say they're super busy. Even I said that at one point. Ultimately, it's about what you're actually doing. It's not about how long you're doing. Everything's based on results now. So let's go to my handy dandy whiteboard. This is what we call death by 1,000 cuts. So we have our time and energy. And I didn't come up with this. This is, like, Sam Ovens was the person I heard this from. Basically, you have, let's say I'm trying to focus on 9 classes. 9 classes, I'm trying to focus on piano, singing, theory, blah, blah, blah. I've got working out. I've got 10 different services. I'm trying to read books. I've got YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok. I'm trying beats, sample packs, blah, blah, blah. And you get the point. Okay? But let's say our goal is right here. So I'm doing a lot of effort, right? But somehow I'm not achieving anything. Well, what happens if I combine all these arrows into 2? And our goal is here. Well, that's a lot of, we're going to get way up here, right? If we just focus it into 2 or 3 things. So this is the mind. This is my mind. So I'll illustrate this even better so you can see just how chaotic this mistake made my mind. So we have college, like I said, we have singing, classical piano. So we have singing, classical piano, theory, sight singing, business classes. We've got an ensemble. As you can see that here, we have a lot of stuff. So basically, we'll just put 9 here. We have 9 classes. And I was like, all right, gotta focus on every single one of them. Gotta get great. Gotta be good. Then we have the platforms I was on trying to grow an audience. We had Instagram. We had YouTube. I even did try Pinterest at one point. I actually got like 500 followers on Pinterest. And then we have TikTok. We had 2 Instagram accounts. So Dewitty Reality and Jacob Dewitty. So that's 2. So basically, that's more. Gotta focus on every single one of them. Gotta do more. Gotta do more. Then we have working out. We had to sleep. We had to do diet. That's just normal stuff. And then of course we had our revenue streams. We were trying to do beats, sample packs. We had distribution services, consultation services, mixing and mastering, exclusive beats, basically a lot of stuff. There's my energy, my time, my focus. Then of course, blah, blah, blah. And you can see as it goes on, then all of a sudden my mind is like this. It's all over the place. What the heck is happening? I don't know what's happening. Now I think you understand the problem here. How do we solve this? You might be like, wow, looks like this person has no hope. Well, I'm going to show you the solution. And actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. So let's do this. Let's fix this. This is the secret. You might say, wow, that was a lot. Like, it's going to be pretty hard for you to focus. Like, you've got 19 credit hours. You're trying to build a business. You've got work. Oh, yeah, I didn't even put work in there. You're trying to work out. You're trying to do all this stuff. You might be like, well, it's impossible to focus. Well, I beg to differ. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Let me show you exactly how. So number 1 of solving it is getting clarity in our goals. What do we actually want? So all I really want is to make playlist level music, meaning music that I would put in my own playlist, and I take my playlist very seriously. So my music has to be freaking good. Like, stand in a playlist with the best of the best. And also, I need to go full-time in music. So $5K per month would be pretty good, pretty well off for now. So that's going full time in music, and that's just making great music. So really, we've got two things that really matter to us. And then the third thing is, obviously, I've got to do the basics. So graduating college and working out, getting the gains. You know what I mean? Getting the gains. So you got 3 goals, just 3. So now, instead of going all over the place and letting things distract me, everything needs to support these 3 goals. If it's not on here, if it's not supporting these goals, it is not happening. This is my time and energy. We're not going to go this way. All right, it's not going to happen. So what doesn't matter? All right. So Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. All right, so every single thing I do needs to be focused on one of these 3 things. Boom. So that just cleared my mind up completely. So before we had all over the place, completely confused, chaos. Now there's just 3 things. So everything I do needs to support these 3 things. Now, of course, there's things I'm going to have to do to graduate and to pay my bills. But ultimately, the things that I choose to do have to come and support this. We have clarity on our goals. Now, what are we going to do to achieve these goals? So this is a concept called the 5 1s. So basically, you have 1 target audience, 1 problem solved, 1 system for getting clients, 1 offer, and 1 year. 1 problem solved. That problem is producing stream-worthy songs. Next, we have 1 platform. Instead of being on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, trying this new strategy, 3 posts a day, 2 blah, 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 just YouTube. YouTube and the email list. 1 offer, it's production services. Instead of offering blah, 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 all this other stuff, production services. Then, it's 2022, and of course, in 2023, this focus can shift. So this focus is going to shift to more courses and helping producers in 2023. So now we've got to figure out how. So it's still some big goals. Even if I simplify my focus to 3 things, there's still going to be a lot of stuff that takes away my energy and focus. So how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to map it out. So the 1 year, May 2022 to May 2023, we need to achieve these goals. So we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down from the year to the month to the week to the day. So exactly what do we need to do? So first we'll start with the quarters. So most businesses think in quarters. So right now we're in quarter 3. What is the problem we need to solve? Well, we need to make better music and we need to build an audience. So that's basically what we're going to solve right now. Then in quarter 4, we're going to make the courses and stuff so we can start focusing on courses. And then we're going to launch the courses, blah, blah, blah. You understand? You break it down to months, then you break it down to weeks, and then days. So instead of just thinking of this huge goal of 5K per month or making great music, now we've broken it down into this is what I need to do today, this week, this month, this year. And ultimately, we have the systems in place to actually do that. We also have Google Calendar, so we have exactly what we're doing at what times of the day. And then during the white spaces, we can work on the business stuff. So I'll make a separate time management video. You can watch that above. I'll link it somewhere or down below. But for now, that's basically time management. So let's recap what we just said. So the problem was that we couldn't hit our career or skill goals. So the number 1 problem was focus. So how do we solve that? So we have mindset problems, which was don't try to do everything. It's not just about time management. It's not just about being busy. Number 2 was time and energy. You saw the circle with the energy going all over the place. That's going to be your mind. So you want to simplify that. So I simplified that. I had to understand this was a problem and it was holding me back. Number 4 is the solution. So goals clarity. What clarity? The 5 1s. That was the 5 1s. Then how? We broke it down. Year, month, week, day. And we made systems. And now I'll show you exactly how this simplified everything. Just for a side-by-side comparison, we started with this circle. Same amount of time and energy. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 classes. Blah, 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 blah. Which we still have 9 classes. But now what I do in those classes needs to be on the path to one of these 3 goals, to making better music. Then we have work, which I took an IT job in a music production lab, basically. So that's kind of helping towards this. Next, we have working out and diet, simple. Next, we have platforms. So I was focused on each individual one, like Instagram, another Instagram account. I was focused on TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Now that's just going to be here, focused. I think you get the point, but as you can see, this was the mistake. This was before. and this is now. Look how much easier it is going to be to succeed. And I'm already making more progress than I made in the last 2 years. But ultimately, this doesn't matter if you don't have the right time management skills and the systems. So ultimately, to learn those time management skills and the systems that I actually use to achieve this, make sure you check out this video, and I'll see you there.